Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your homie that essay coming at you with another reaction. Um, Sergio Gonzalez told me to do immortal technique. That's with the devil. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Alright. So before we get started, hit the like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and then share this video, man. Go ahead and share it with anybody you can. It doesn't matter who it is, your grandma, your auntie, your sister. You know what I mean? Your sister's boyfriend, whoever it is. Share it. Get my name going. Have me going around the algorithm. You know what I mean? Let my foot into the dough. You know, little by little. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get into the video. Let's see what immortal technique is talking about. So let's go.
I once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making a million, being...
Alright, so is this a real story? Like something that he fucking went through? Or is it just a story?
The illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was so...
Yo, that's hard, bro, because when you're that young, you know what drugs are. You know what the streets are like. You see the benefits of, not even benefits, but you see the luxury some people have from selling drugs, and you see you don't have nothing. So what do? You thrive to be like that person that has the whips, that has the money, that has the women, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard, bro.
But her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit-and-run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation because he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with.
And that's another one, man. You want that life, you want all that shit that I just mentioned. But once you get caught, you don't know what to do, baby. You get scared at that time. You know what I mean? You get scared because like cops, they be on you aggressively. You know what I mean? They aggressive. You better tell us who you want to go with for life. You don't want to see your mom no more. Nah, 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 nah. They scare you to start snitching. Yeah.
Didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He fiended for props like addicts with pipes and needles, and so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally, dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he would...
Fuck, man. You dropped out of high school to just fucking sell drugs and shit. And that's sad. That's like, I want to say a high percentages of the world of the teenagers there are these days. They rather sell dope, have luxury, than go to school and sit there and learn shit that you're not really going to need. Because, let's be real, man. How many people fucking that graduate have a job in what they were studying in school? Nobody. The only thing that you use really is math, but that's for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? English, you know what I mean? You speak English, so what the fuck you gotta learn English for? Spanish, you're not gonna go to Mexico, you're not gonna go to a country, not every country is Spanish, so why the fuck you gonna learn Spanish? You know what I mean?
Was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed. Everyone trying to be trife never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers the crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine. Fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him.
Yo, that Scarface movie was a blessing and was a curse at the same time, because that was a good fucking movie. But at the same time, everybody wanted to be like Scarface, so they started selling drugs. I'm not blaming it on Scarface, but that's every dope dealer that you see. What does it say? Oh, what made you want to sell drugs? Some of them, oh, Scarface, that shit was dope. Ah, you fucking millionaire, the world is mine. Or they have the world is mine tattooed on their arm or somewhere in their body, you know what I mean? But Scarface opened up eyes for a lot of people like that, and you can make a lot of money selling that shit, you know? Dope.
The same, he wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes, Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold.
Yo, as soon as that beat changed, I'm over here like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men up in the sight. His dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45.
Push him in the wrong direction. Gonna make him do some stupid shit.
Everyone trying to be trife, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he hadn't.
Motherfuckers that say they're your homies, they're the most snakiest motherfuckers you will ever meet. Cause they just want something from you. They want to take something from you, or they want you to take something from somebody else, and then they take it from your ass. Cause they know you weak.
Another chance, but then again there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be God's angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on her way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her, walking through the projects. The darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid, now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the
fuck." That is fucking dark. And the sad part about it is that shit really does happen.
Dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof.
If we can't defend our women, who is? You know?
And then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently. And then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through, and if he killed her he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head. I'm falling and I can't turn back.
Yo man, real shit though. Women always deal with the consequences. Us men, we always start the shit. Wars, men start the shit. Problems, men start the shit. Our egos are so fucking high. Our testosterone are fucking pumping hard. But the women are the ones that deal with the consequences every time. Every time.
And I can't turn back. Right before he pulled the trigger and ended a life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers, cocked the gat to a head and pulled back the shirt cover. But what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and
wow, dog. If it's a story, it's a good fucking story with a fucking twist. If this shit is real, legit, it's a fucked up story, dog. Women always deal with the consequences.
cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they...
If you do that to your mom, nigga, you better kill yourself. Right then and there. You better kill the ones that did it and kill yourself. Kill the ones who did it and kill yourself. You should never do some shit like that to your mom, nigga. After all the pain and suffering your mom went through for your ass. Like I said, this is a story, it's a good motherfucking story. But if this is real, nigga, man, kill yourself.
They were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate. And he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth?
Yeah, see, mom, dog, especially the single moms, they work 2-3 jobs. They fucking come home and still cook for you, make sure you're alright. They give up their whole life for you, dog, and then for you to do some shit like that, man.
He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place.
Oh, so he jumped off the roof, huh? Yeah, that's what you needed to do, dog. But you should have killed the nigga that did that shit with you first. You know what I'm saying? But see, that also también, you know what I mean? That praying shit. I mean, I would never talk bad about God because I believe in God at 100%. But you pray to God so much and you don't hear no response. But you pray to something else and your response comes quick. So it's like, damn, I pray to the Heavenly Father, but nothing. I don't hear nothing, don't see nothing, nothing happens. But I pray to this one, all the bad shit I want, I get easy. You know what I mean? It sucks.
Woman that had once given him birth and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows.
He said that shit is true. Is he telling somebody else's story, or was he really part of that shit? If he is, that's a scandalous motherfucker right there, man.
In every street cipher, listening to little thugs flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted, and you'll be one of God's children that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever.
That shit was crazy, dog. I don't even know what to say. I don't know if it was a real. I mean, he said it was a true story, but shit. That shit was deep, bro. That was deep. Well, damn, Sergio. you really, yeah, you really put a tough one on my hands right here, my boy, because that was a dope song, but at the same time, the shit that he was saying is fucking dark, bro. Like glorifying, he's not glorifying, but he's saying like he raped the moms with the son, and so happened. That's some fucked up shit. You have no soul, dog, when you do shit like that. But anyways, man, let me know what you guys think about this video, man, and the story he just told. And let me know what you guys think about my reaction. And let me know what I should react to next. This is your boy, that ESSE. Hit the like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and share this shit, man. Until then, I'm out with another one. A rato, mi gente.